Comrades, the months so far have shown with clear a very serious scenario in 2024 when more visible are threats to peace by the political order, international order, with the contradictions and with their unjust nature, which promotes this inequality, the polarization, and a gross concentration of wealth, more exclusive. The primacy of one power that is dictating his will in the globe is actually leading to dead end. It's what happens when you try to put the world in two options, sovereignty or surrendering. Under that philosophy, it's those who are subordinated to the dictations of the imperialisms are awarded, whilst the nations that are defending their rights to development in a world are attacked and blockaded. The diplomacy is being abused and is all the time less considered to resolve the greatest conflict. It's paradoxical, indignant to see how one after all important events, international events, are happening once after all, and high-level meetings with different characters in different parts of the world at the same time, that at the side of everybody, the crime of genocide against the Palestine people is an affront to humanity, that while millions of people are mobilizing in all latitudes against that Holocaust, the so-called international community, representing those millions of people of the world in the global organisms, are incapable of stopping this massacre, only because the genocides are actually receive the complicity of the United States government and other powerful governments allied to annexionism. In this scenario, complex scenario, in which I have described very briefly, the Cuban Revolution has continued to strengthen his bilateral link with other countries. We have intensified contacts with several governments, also to change political ideas in defense of the peace, as to intensify commercial trade links and to evade blockade effects and explore economic opportunities of mutual benefit. We continue to identify ourselves with the just cause, and we have offered the country as a space of dialogue and deliberation to do that. In April, together with the International Progressists, it was celebrated in Havana an international congress to mark the 50th anniversary of 1974 in the United Nations of a resolution that gave origin to New Order, International Order. This step that was promoted at that moment for the non-allied countries and the Group of 77 marked one of the most transcendental efforts of the countries of the world to continue the battle against colonization. We wanted to avoid that this anniversary was forgotten at the same time that developing countries, and as a reminding the majority of the inhabitants of the planet, we actually carrying the burden of the economic measures and financial measures established by the same powers that condemned us to underdevelopment through colonialism, through slavery, and through the plundering of our resources.